Welcome to Looking Local. This is a phenomenal place to start when you are planning for aging or caring for an aging loved one and you're looking for help. There is often way more around us than we even recognize, and it's so important to just narrow down and look local before we start looking more broadly. When we're looking locally, we're looking for governmental agencies, nonprofit organizations, or even outreach programs that can often come from educational organizations or even churches. All of these could potentially have some incredible answers for you. And so we are going to guide you through the different ways that you can find what is local to you, which can often have that magic help that you need. The first place that you'll want to go is your local area agency on aging. Most people don't even know that their locality has one of these, and this is an asset you definitely don't want to miss. So what is an area agency on aging? Until you've needed one, you likely didn't even know that these were around you. Area agencies on aging are sprinkled throughout the entire United States, most often one per zip code, although in more rural areas, you'll often find one that covers multiple zip codes. They are funded directly by your state, and they exist to ensure that the aging citizens in their locality can age healthily, most of the time with the emphasis on aging healthily in place, which means in their own home or wherever they are living. And they support the people who are caring for those aging citizens. This is great news for you because this is an agency that could have some superior help for you, and it's paid for by your government. They will have programs and services that exist to make care and aging a little bit better. Often those programs or services are extremely low cost or at no cost to you if it's covered by the state funds. So it's always worth checking in to see what they have available. We give you the Elder Care Locator, which allows you to find your area agency on aging simply by putting in your zip code. A couple things to remember. What they have available, their programs and services, rely on the money that they get from their state. So if they don't have what you need right now exactly, make sure you let them know that something like what you need would be very helpful because they can ask for it in their next funding round. Also, they could be called anything. We call them generally area agencies on aging, but they may have a specific name. Don't get confused by that. As long as you know that that's the one near you, you know to go for them for help. I'd like to briefly talk about nonprofit organizations as well. So your area agency on aging is a governmental agency, but there may also be some private or public nonprofits around you that also help senior citizens or caregivers in your area. These can be hard to find because often they are volunteer run. Their budgets for SEO and marketing are minimal, so doing your typical Google search can be a little bit tricky, which is why we've offered you some guidance on the specific phrases and words and key phrases that you can use so that you have an increased chance of getting those nonprofits to pop up on your search. Don't overlook looking for them, even if it's a little bit tricky, because when you find one that has exactly what you need, especially if what they're offering is free to you, that can be such a huge help to you. Last, don't forget about some key professionals who can be there to guide you on this path. If you feel like you just don't have the time to look for your area agency on aging or look up those nonprofits, there are 3 fantastic professionals that exist out in the world who might even know about those. Social workers, geriatric care managers, and life care planning professionals. They exist in different places. Social workers and geriatric care managers are typically in your medical settings, nonprofit organizations, government agencies, and your life care planning professionals are often in attorney offices. So next time you take your loved one to a doctor's appointment, or you're visiting them in a rehab facility, or a PT or OT has come to the home, or a home care agency, they probably have a social worker on staff. Ask them about that and say, is there a social worker here or a geriatric care manager that can help guide me to some resources to help this aging and caring journey go easier for us?